Blood. If you're sick and you need it, nothing else will do. The tricky bit is, there's only one way of getting hold of blood, taking it out of people. People like me. Around 4,000 litres of blood are used in hospitals all over England every day. It's vital for life-saving treatments, and that's why donations are so important.
I'm just about to insert a needle into your arm, Xand.
Yeah, so that's in, and actually it really didn't hurt at all. You feel a bit of a scratch, and it's not a very nice idea, but Linda's a real expert, so it's completely fine.
And you're doing really well there, all up and going.
There it is, filling up. Now, your body is actually a blood factory. It's constantly making new blood, but it makes it in a place you might not expect, in the middle of your bones. In fact, our bodies can produce 2 million red blood cells every second. That's incredible. I'm donating about half a litre of blood, the equivalent of almost 2 cans of fizzy drink. That's around 13% of the blood circulating around my body. Now, you can't give blood until you're 17, but you can receive it, and it could save your life. That's me done, and it only took 5 minutes.
It's going to come out now, OK, well done. Just keep pressure on there for us, OK, that's lovely.
Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure.
This is a bag of my blood, and sometime in the next 35 days, it's going to be put inside someone else, possibly saving their life. But it can't go straight into them. First, it's got to go to the blood factory. This is the largest blood factory in the world, and we're going in. I've never seen anything like this. Behind me are 800 bags of live human blood. Wow! And John Kirkwood is here to tell me what's going to happen to my blood.
Your blood will be one of 3,000 donations that we'll have taken from donors.
So we're talking about a small swimming pool full of blood every day in here.
Yes.
All the blood coming into the factory first gets put onto a giant rack where it's filtered to remove some of the cells which can't be used by every patient. What happens next?
Well, then we take the pack round to what we call a manufacturing pod, and then we will take out the plasma and the platelets and the red cells.
The factory's job is to process and sort our blood into 3 main products which treat patients with different medical needs. The first product is red blood cells, which are often used for operations and transfusions. Then there are plasma and platelets. The darker liquid, plasma, contains proteins and cells to help patients fight diseases. Finally, platelets are tiny but important. They help blood clot and can be used for specialist bone marrow and cancer treatments. To split up the red blood cells from the plasma and platelets, the blood is put into here. It acts just like a big washing machine and spins around really fast, causing different cells to separate into 3 layers. Then a big press squeezes out the plasma and platelets, so you end up with them in bags up here and the red blood cells at the bottom. In a different part of the factory, a vital step in the processing is taking place: testing. Every unit of blood that's donated has to be tested for 2 reasons. First, blood can carry diseases, and you really don't want to catch a disease from a blood transfusion. The second reason your blood needs to be tested is that just like people have different colour eyes or different colour hair, people actually have different kinds of blood. This is called blood groups, and you may have heard of them. There's A, there's B, there's AB, there's O. Now, if you get given the wrong kind of blood, this could be fatal, but don't worry, these guys are very good at what they do. These are the final products of this massive blood factory. Thousands of bags of living human blood, including mine, all going out to save lives. Because thousands of litres of blood are being used every day in the UK, it's vital that blood donations keep coming into the factory to be processed, ready to use in our hospitals.